Morning, dear students. I'm really happy to see all of you online once again. Welcome to yet another session of English class, and today's class is for two classes, classes 9 and 10. If you remember, yesterday we discussed the use of present simple and present continuous. If you go over that, or if you look at that video, you will have a clear understanding about the tenses, and you will also follow today's video so that you can learn the ways and methods by which we use the present simple and the present continuous. So a clear understanding of the usage, the context, the words which we use for present simple and for present continuous will have to be acquired by you, so that when you write, you will be able to write correct sentences. What is the purpose of learning tenses? We need to kind of understand that. What is the purpose? The purpose is that we need to kind of write correct sentences without any grammatical mistakes, with correct words. So with this in mind, we go ahead, and the first note that I have written on the whiteboard is the news headlines. Present simple is used for news headlines. All of us have the habit of reading newspapers. If you don't have, or if you have not developed the habit of reading newspapers, please do so. And it is better that you read English newspapers, because English newspapers will give you a thorough understanding of the usage of tenses. You must know what kind of tense is used and in what context it is used, the words that they have used. Newspaper is one of the best means to learn the use of tenses. So if you look at the headlines of a newspaper, you will definitely understand that the present simple is used for the headlines. Look at these headlines. Second quake hits Japan. Fire breaks out in hotel room. Foreign minister resigns. If you look at these three sentences, you will understand that they are all written in present simple. So remember, to write a headline in the newspapers, we use the present simple. Headlines are always written in present simple. Tsunami attacks. Several thousands die. Fire breaks out on the 15th floor of the Mumbai Taj Mahal Hotel, or whatever it may be. Any headline, if you carefully look into the newspaper, you will understand that they are written in present simple. And look at these words. Constantly, continually, always, forever. These are known as adverbs of frequency. They are adverbs which are used to talk about the frequency. How often an action happens. How often. So, they are used in the present continuous. We are talking about present simple and present continuous. Remember that. So, we need to understand where the present simple is used and where the present continuous is used. Look at this. When something becomes characteristic of a person, I repeat, when something becomes characteristic of a person, when it becomes a habit of a particular person, then we use these adverbs of frequency. You are constantly changing your mind. So what does this sentence mean? It means that the person has the habit of constantly changing his mind. He's doing that again and again. He's repeatedly doing that. And therefore, I have used the word constantly. You are constantly changing your mind. You are constantly changing your mind. So obviously it is written in the present continuous. Look at this. He's always offering to help me. So he has the habit of helping me. Therefore, remember that sentences are written in present continuous in order to speak about a habitual action or a habit that is being part of a person. He's always telling lies, which means he has a habit of telling lies. He does it again and again and again. So, in order to talk about the habit, we use the present continuous tense and we use frequency. They have to be used to express something we regularly do at a certain point of time. So, I'll once again remind you of the use of the present simple. Let us have a recap. A present simple is used to talk about headlines. Whenever you see a newspaper, you will always find headlines being written in present simple. And the present continuous is used to talk about a habit or an action which seems to happen again and again and again. So, continuous action. Remember that. And adverbs of frequency such as always, continually, constantly, forever, they are used with the present continuous. I hope the point is clear to you. Now look at this. To express something we regularly do at a certain point of time. You see, almost these 2 points are similar. One is the character of a person. Something which is characteristic of a person is written in present continuous. And we also use the present continuous to express something we do regularly at a certain point of time. We do regularly at a point of time. I am usually driving to work at 8 a.m. I am usually driving to work at 8 a.m. What does this sentence mean? This sentence means that I have a regular time. I have a fixed time. And at that particular time, I do that particular action. So, I am usually driving to work at 8 a.m. The tense that we have used is present continuous tense. We can also use the present simple here. I usually drive to work at 8 a.m. That is also correct. You wouldn't say that it is wrong. But the present continuous can also be used to talk about something that is happening regularly on a regular basis. Regularly at a certain point of time. I hear, I gather, I guess, I see, I understand. Look at these words. I hear, I gather, I guess, I see, I understand. Why do these words find a mention here? These words are used with present simple. So for example, I hear that you are getting a promotion. I hear. So I use the present simple. I am hearing that you are getting a promotion. Would not be correct English. That would be considered as awkward English. So I hear that you are getting a promotion. Present simple. I gather. What does the word I gather mean? I understand. It means the same. I gather. I gather means I get an information that you are leaving for the US next week. So I gather. I hear. I guess. Somebody comes and tells you, a student of yours, sir, I've got a fantastic result. I've made a fantastic result. Then you say, you must have got very good marks, I guess. Sir, I have done miserably in mathematics. You wouldn't have studied, I guess. So the word guess can be used. When you say I guess, it just means I think, I imagine. I see. This is again a short phrase which is commonly used in communicative English as well as written English. So what do you mean by this? I see. Somebody tells you, sir, there's going to be an earthquake tomorrow. The meteorologists, they say, I see. So I have to be prepared. I have to take the precautionary measures. Sir, I come to know that the shops are going to be closed tomorrow. I see. Then I need to purchase all the grocery. So you see how the word I see is used? Remember, they are all used in the present simple. And look at this, I understand. This is again a phrase which is commonly used in communicative English and in written English. So the teacher enters the class. I'll give you an example for this. The teacher enters the class and he says, I understand you are prepared for the test that I'm going to conduct today. Or, I understand all of you must have revised your portion in mathematics. I understand. Remember, they are all used in the present simple. I'll give you some more examples. examples here. I hear that you are going on a transfer. I understand that you are having a busy schedule. I understand that you are having a busy schedule. Sophia tells me you are migrating to the US. You see, the word tells is also used in the present simple. How is this word tells used? Look at the example. Sophia tells me. Somebody tells me something about you. The principal tells me that you are going to become the class monitor. The chairman tells me that you are going to participate in a singing competition. Got the point, I believe? You understood? So, tells, hear, gather, yes, see, understand. All these words are used with the present simple. Now, another important point, a very, very important point to be noted is the present simple is used in commentaries. All of you like cricket games, all of you like watching cricket. So, imagine yourself that you are watching a cricket match. Let's say Virat Kohli is about to bat and the commentator sits at the commentary desk and he says, Kohli faces the ball now and he hits a sixer. He faces a ball now and he hits the sixer. He hits a sixer. So what does the commentator do? He follows the action by seconds. He follows the action every second and he gives the commentary. And if you listen carefully, you will understand that the tense that he uses is present simple. Now, Sachin Tendulkar nears the boundary line. He goes near the boundary line to stop the ball, but unfortunately, the ball is out of his hand. So you see, the tense that is used is the present simple. Indian players are on the defense and they attack ferociously. So the condition of the Indian team. Always remember, commentaries are generally used in present simple. And then, when we come to this side, you will see proverbs and quotations. What do you mean by a proverb? A stitch in time saves nine. It is a proverb. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Again, it is a proverb. So you can understand that all the proverbs are written in present simple. Remember, all the proverbs are written in present simple. And then again, habit makes a man. You are what your habits are. If you have good habits, well, that speaks about you. If you have bad habits, then again, they speak about you. So habit makes a man. All under the sun is vanity. You see, this is a beautiful quotation from the Bible. All under the sun is vanity. All that we see under the sun will disappear one day. So this is again a good saying, a wise saying, but written in present simple. Remember, proverbs, quotations, some statements. For example, Shakespeare, one of the greatest dramatists the world has ever seen, written so many plays, and he makes a lot of quotes. Frailty, thy name is woman. Present simple. Death is a necessary end. It will come and it will come. Death is a necessary end. In what tense is it written? It is written in simple present. Okay. Universal truth. What is the universal truth? Something, a fact that has been accepted by all over the world, by the world. That has been accepted by the world. There is no change in this. You see, wood floats on water. It's a scientific truth. Mercury is a heavy metal. There are so many scientific facts, and all the scientific facts are generally written in present simple. H2SO4, hydrogen sulfate, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is known as the queen of acids. So, you find every scientific quote, every scientific statement to be written in present simple. All men must die. Again a quote. So keep these things in mind. When you discuss present simple, it is not just the formulas that we are busy with. Formulas are important, but that doesn't mean to say formulas are everything. What you need to learn is how it is used. The proverbs, the quotes, the scientific truths, newspaper headlines, character, habitual action, things that you do every day, they are all written in present simple. So I suppose the picture must have been a bit clear today regarding the use of the present simple and present perfect, present continuous. In the forthcoming days, we will have more lessons on the use of tense, especially class 9 and 10 students. Don't be busy with your formulas. Don't just learn them by heart and write sentences, but see how they are used. And the exercises which I will be giving you will be helpful for you to use them correctly. So with this, we wind up the session. Have a good time. Stay safe at home.
हो गया सर?